Why the fuck am I so mad? Let's see how this works out here. I'm not too... It says 79. It says 80. I don't know. It looks good from here, but then I go to like... All right, we're up at 80. Why does it... Did it just go down? It didn't. Just went down again. Do you not want me to... There's that. And then... Testing, testing, testing. All right, that looks good. Do I have to save that? All right. How's that for a professional setting? I mean, a professional intro. Jokes aside, what's going on, Void? I'm just an angry NPC. And we in for another hour or two of streaming. I am fucking livid right now, so I need to relax. I have no idea how to fucking do that. Anyway. I feel like this mic isn't working. I feel like it's not working. We'll see. And there it is again. It's like keeps jumping down to like... Input volume is at 81. All right. Start the test. Start what test? Why did it go down to 75 just now? I don't understand why it's doing this. Start what test? Why did it go down to 75 just now? I don't understand why it's doing this. All right. Fuck it, we're gonna live like that. Yellow. Yellow. I might be able to check it with my phone if I have it on me. If I haven't fucking launched that thing across the fucking room. All right, so testing. All right, so testing. That sounds absolutely fucking beautiful. Testing. That sounds absolutely fucking beautiful. Testing. Gucci. All right, what am I doing? I am going to... I gotta move where this thing sits because it doesn't work for me. That can't be right. There it is. Said I had a viewer. All right, 5 minutes in. Let's officially get started here. What's going on, Void? I'm just an angry NPC. Today we are going to look at some news, current events, see what's going on. If anybody hops in, feel free to say what's up, shoot the shit a bit. Just trying to grow a following, make some friends, not feel so fucking alone. So if you are somebody who has a couple extra minutes to spare and room to make a friend, then please stick around for a bit. All right. See how this works out for now. Do that. All right. I think we should start with some news, maybe. If only there'd been some warning sign. Babylon Bee is fucking hilarious with their posts. Trump's new acting DNI fired intel officers for purposely withholding information. Who's this? Stephen Gardner. Fox News. President Trump praised America's founding during his address, marking the nation's 250th. Cool. Fuck, I'm so fucking upset. All right, I'm gonna, I don't know, I need to smoke. I'm just gonna set that up real quick, but while I do that, I had to find something to put on. Shout out to PETA. They kill pets. Yeah, PETA out here killing pets. Isn't that fucked up? Jesus. What else we got? Yesterday I watched that fucking trailer for what was it? Yesterday I watched that trailer for I can't even remember what it was called for the Odyssey. And my YouTube got a copyright warning thing. Like, yo, this is somebody else's content. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm trying to watch the commercial. It's an ad. Like, yeah, it's a trailer. They're like, yeah, you can't do that. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I tried to look it up to see like how do you watch stuff with the pauses, how long your pauses have to be in that. There's no information on that. I can't see anything that tells me exactly how long I would have to wait. So like you watch these videos, these guys are like, they'll let the video play for like 10, 20 seconds, a bit, then they'll let it play, then they'll pause and talk about it. They get away with it. These guys have no problem. I did it on the top of my screen. It's like, this shit's about to be copyright struck. What are you doing? You don't own this. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't own it. But I want to see what they're doing with Achilles. If you guys don't know, Achilles is going to be played by the chick from Twilight. Or not the, excuse me, Jesus Christ. I don't even know what the thing's name is right now. Wasn't she like in the movie Juno? Yeah. Oh yeah, Ellen Page. Ellen Page. Shout out to fucking Wikipedia. I typed in Ellen Page and it popped up Elliot Page. I've seen this chick's tits before and they're fucking atrocious. She's like training with a coach. Videos of herself training with no shirt on. Like, yo, that chick's titties are out. They put her in the Odyssey. The craziest fucking thing is they put her in this chick is 5'1". If they make her Achilles is 5'1". This is 5'1" right here, look. That's my son in the middle. He's 5'1". My son's 5'1". They just rock her shit. All right. Accidentally looked at Instagram. What a fucking mistake that was. Like the very first thing that pops up is like a reel from The View.
I've been waiting for you.
Oh, wow.
Movie,
right?
Never say his name!
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if you guys
why
ever
is every
seen that
old guy
episode.
super jacked?
Rick sends
Sorry,
Morty
I'm
to go
sorry.
get
I just need to whine. I'm sorry.
so he
Stop
can
it.
entertain
kill you!
his nemesis. And while doing that, Morty's also trying to bag
You know what?
Jessica.
Yeah, fuck you, Hoovy.
Oh, Father? It's him! I told you he'd come back.
Holy shit.
Well, okay, look,
So
he wasn't
what he
old like
does
10
is-
seconds ago.
he does. He sends him into that world to go get wine. Every time Morty goes into that world to get wine, time passes, like a bunch of years go by. So for Morty, he like walked out, then walked back in and pushed the guy. And just in that second that he walked out and walked back in, that guy's entire life went by. When he walked back in, he pushed this old decrepit guy to the floor who's like, "Oh, children, get him. That's him." The thing that sucks most about doing this and like trying to build some shit, it's how many times you see that 0 turn into a 1 and then back into a 0. Face wise, I don't wear my emotions on there reactively for the most part, or at least I can control. And this is one of those moments where I can control it. I get on stream, give myself the heads up, like, yo, that 0 is going to turn into a 1 and back into a 0 a whole lot before it turns into a 1 and never goes back to a 0. Well, that's everyone's dream who sets out to stream and go live. So few of them are successful. I remember watching a kid got kicked out of his house. He was staying with someone else. He was a roommate. I don't know if he's a piece of shit or not, but I know that at some point the roommate came in and like threatened him. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up if you don't pay your rent, because bro wasn't paying his rent. Tough. Oh, my bad. I'm back.
Ow, motherfucker!
I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry we never believed. He'll come back. Stop him. Stop him.
Papa, why do we guard the gate?
Because one day the Dark Child shall return, and we will be ready.
Delicious. Where is your wine boy, Richard? I thirst.
He's getting it. Stop eating beignets like that.
Participant voids all liability in the event of death by orgasm?
Are we really ready to open things this wide? What if it gets weird? What if I fall in love with him?
No! Damn it!
What was that? Another scheme of yours, Richard? I know you're planning something.
It's nothing. Will you excuse me, please? What the fuck is going on? Where's the wine?
Dad was horny and I dropped it.
God, I can't believe you're fucking this up.
I'm not fucking it up. There was a guy in the thing.
There's always a guy in the thing.
Land dwellers, do not keep Nimbus waiting and live.
Be right out. God damn it, do you see this Whisper Kitchen Fraser bullshit you're making me do? Morty, just get the wine. Beth and Jerry, stop trying to fuck Nimbus.
I'll have you know
he wouldn't do it
propositioned
here.
us.
He propositions everybody.
Hey, Jessica, what's up?
Seems like you're busy.
No. I ran into a little trouble, but I'll go get that wine right now.
But you said you were going to get it like twice already.
I was, and I'm getting it right now.
Ooh, holy shit, it's him!
God damn it! What do you want me to say? I'm sorry.
We finally beat him. But let's always remain vigilant, because you never know. We might be back one day.
Hey, Narnia, let's go. Let's fucking go.
It is over. The boy is not coming back.
He always comes back.
You have wasted our lives, our very futures, on a fantasy, a lie.
I know what I saw.
You saw nothing.
You are a foolish boy.
Those called fools are the only ones brave enough to see the truth.
Oh, tell me, Father, am I a fool now?
Yeah. I was born in the pits that made these stones. I lost my years building a temple to a lie. So I made lies my power. And what is power but a lie we... Oh shit, he's real! He's real! I was wrong! I was
You
so
were
wrong!
so
God is real!
Fuck, that's fun though, right? Bro's just like,
Oh.
poor fucking Morty. Because you know he doesn't want to do this. He's just being forced to do it because Rick is playing host to fucking Nimbus. I remember when I lost my mind. And there was something so special about that day. Even your emotions had an echo. So much space. So when you're there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Oh shit, I dropped a bunch of it on the floor. What the hell? Zoom data. Wow. Why the fuck would I want to do that? Is this made with AI? No, nigga, this ain't made with no fucking AI. Do I look like AI? I may look desperate, but I ain't no fucking AI. I should try streaming earlier in the day. It's just really hard because of the family. What the fuck am I talking about?
Man, I'm good.
Wait, what? Why the fuck would I do that? Just do away his back. Was that? What did he
Oh
let
shit,
that
one of
summer
mine.
know she
Where are
was
we
a-
going?
Off grid,
Is that why
Morty.
she
We're gonna
cried?
live in the woods like libertarians. We'll hunt rabbits and trade with like little pieces of gold bar that
We're
we
gonna
cut
live
off
in
with
the
a knife.
woods like
That licks.
We might be
libertarians.
decoys, Summer. Everything about this licks.
Oh, maybe now you'll empathize with the decoys you're killing.
Wait, shh. It's too quiet.
You skipped quiet.
I didn't skip shit. It's obviously quiet if it's too quiet.
Yeah, but you're supposed to say.
You know what, Summer? Now it's not quiet enough.
Quiet. Damn, that logic makes sense. I remember this episode. That weird ass fucking clone of a clone.
Where are we? Where's Rick?
He's right here, Morty. Oh, are we not happy to see Grandpa? Does he look different?
Oh, stinks.
Yes, recoil at the craftsmanship. I could tell I was a fake from the day I was born. Unlike you. Unlike them. You see, Ricks, they get lazy. There's always a shitty decoy towards the end. But those decoys made decoys too, and got lazy themselves. And far enough down the line, there be monsters.
Ugh, we get it. You're ugly and mad about it. Grandpa!
Kill me. If I ever get this arch. Hush, little decoy. Can't kill you yet. The skin needs to be fresh.
You know what? You're a monster.
I'm your father. At least I can look more like him once I harvest all this yummy skin. This guy's really into skin. It's not all for me. Rick provides for his family.
Will I be beautiful again, Daddy?
Jesus
Soon,
Christ.
baby. Beautiful again soon. Help the others.
Why are you helping us?
Because we're all in this together. Come on, there's a place we can go.
Eric is so fucked. They put. Oh, that was his. That was
Hey, who needs all this war stuff?
thought
I
they put
found
the
a
other
can of
Ricks
varnish.
on
This is a
50.
ticket to the world beyond the river.
Who wants that? I crave glorious death in decoy battle.
Also, depending on the varnish, might look like blackface.
Excuse me for wanting to live.
Brothers and sisters, welcome to the cause, to our cause. We are no longer Ricks and Mortys, Beths and Jerry's, or also Summers.
Whatever.
We are decoys brought into the world by an unloving God and driven to destroy ourselves by the uncertainty he creates.
Sounds extreme.
But that violence ends today.
What about the squids?
There were
What about the squid?
It already has 1.7 million views. Oh my god. It has
1.7 million views. I got a feeling that movie is gonna go crazy, mainly because Nolan films just do that. But it's the Odyssey. You know what I mean? It is such a classic. And the visuals on this movie look insane. It's so fucking disappointing how they're doing this. All woke and shit. It's like, I don't remember what movie it was. It was just a movie, and the trailer comes out, and people are talking shit about how it was only like, they were all white guys, just like all Vikings or some shit. And the guy's like, well, yeah, it's the story of fucking Vikings. I don't know if it was actually Vikings, but it was just like the logic behind it was, yeah, we're telling the story of these people. So the actors are going to look like these people because we're telling that story. We want you to believe. We want most film, they want you to get lost in it. Complete submersion. They want immersion, full immersion. They want you to be completely inside of their world. The moment a 5'1" female Achilles comes out, you got, what the fuck is that dude's name? Jeffrey Scott? His name's not Jeffrey. Jemiah Scott. Why am I not remembering this fucking dude's name? He's mad famous. Jonah Scott. It ain't Jerry Scott. I don't know why the fuck. It's because I was watching Rick and Morty. Whatever, Scott. The black kid. I know his name. It's because I'm thinking of it that I can't fucking think of it. I'm not trying to throw shade at him. I'm not being like this famous guy that I have no idea who he is. It's the dude who all those people died at his show. They were like fucking suffocating and being crushed to death. And he's just like, I want this place to go crazy. That fucking retard. The kid who he premiered a Batman outfit that he paid like thousands of dollars for. And then he premiered it on IG or some shit and got his shit roasted. They were coming at him for that stupid ass costume he put on, looking like a fucking idiot. Can't even turn his neck. He sat there and posted it. Everybody shitted on him, and he took his whole fucking IG down. Yo, bro took his entire IG down because people were coming at him about it. Your ego is frail. Dude took his basketball and went home.
It already has 1.7 million views. Oh my God.
Is this real?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Base 44.
So this is it. It already has 1.7 million views. Oh my God. It has...
What is that? How come that doesn't have the thumbs down? I got the thumbs down, don't I? Is it showing up here? Oh, I'm in the fucking way. Can I move me? No, I can't move me out of the way. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. I really can't move my picture out of the way. YouTube, what the fuck is this user interface, bro? What is this? I can't move my borders. I can pop out shit that I don't need to pop out. My fucking dash. Cool. Like, how about I get my big ass stupid head out of the way so you guys can see the bottom corner? But either way, you guys can see here, there's no, I can't vote that up or down. You get what I'm saying? It's not even showing my mouse on that, is it? Why isn't it doing that?
Wait, it has double
Now
the...
it's showing my mouse. Okay. But yeah, you can't see the downvote button, but you can see the down votes. Does that even make sense? Mine has the downvote button. If I go to his, it's blocking it. But right behind me, it's the thumbs up and the thumbs down. I like this. I dislike this. Why is that not showing up on Bros? And I just realized Asmon Gold is boss. Bro's on a premium account. He got that premium in his life. Somebody gets that YouTube money. I get offered premium for free, but they only give me 7-day free trials. So yeah. Oh no. Fuck me. Damn it. Oh, there it is. Found it. Man, my mind has this incredible power. I was just with you guys engaging here, and then all of a sudden I was trapped in my head. It's fucking nuts. To the point where I was just like, I was in there and didn't even realize I was streaming. I popped back out and, oh shit, I'm in the middle of something. You fucking love when that happens.
Likes of the actual trailer. The actual trailer only has 50,000 likes. The year.
Oh, I see. This isn't even the real video. I'm guessing. See, how's he able to look here? Something else is going on. First of all, I need a VPN, right? Because he's able to show all of this. I would never show you guys that. He's got his VPN cracked. I'm looking at his. It's so different from mine. Looking at it from studio. If I back out of this.
It's actually the year of the Chud.
Wait, why can't I? What is this? Oh, interesting. Did this thing update? What the fuck is that? Is he looking at it like this? No, he's not. I don't understand how he's watching this. He's in full screen. No, he's not, because what the fuck is all this? I'm an idiot. Bro's on a Mac, probably. Although it doesn't look like it. His looks like mine. Like he's on Google. His UI looks the same. I don't know. Maybe it's just premium. Yeah, I think it's just on premium. Maybe that's why it looks different. Because his has shit mine does not have. So I've got all those things. But when you come down, he has like share, ask, save. Oh, mine's all on a drop down. His just looks cool. His is all available. Mine's just like, oh, maybe this thing is the cause of it. Can I get rid of it? See what I mean though? Like, can I get rid of this? Or no, there's that not a thing. Report download save, no. So I can't get rid of it? Theater mode? What's theater mode? Oh. Oh. Is this how he does it? Yeah, because those are his videos there. Oh, so this is how. This is nice. Yeah.
Holy fuck, guys. Okay, here we go.
And then he goes full screen.
Yep.
Just watching him, I'm learning like how these guys do it. Normally I watch my videos like tiny, which I'm sure pisses everyone off who stops by to watch. I don't, anytime I get a viewer, they don't stick around. So I don't even know what I'm doing that prevents anyone from wanting to stick around. It could just be that they're looking for specific content. I'm just not that content. But it's weird how it seems to turn from a 0 to a 1 and back to a 0. And then the delay makes it worse because for all I know, they come in here and want to see what's going on. But because it's a 0, I'm not talking to them, not entertaining them. Sometimes I might just be like thinking something. So they pop in for 5 seconds, see me not doing anything productive, and they're like, the fuck's this guy doing? I'm out. Then I'll see it turn into a 1, and then I'm like, hey, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping by. How's your day going? And then it turns back to a 0 as I'm talking. I'm just like, yeah. That guy's not going to stick around, is he? But I'm trying to figure out how to keep that 0 from turning back into a 0 once it turns into a 1. And I try to think of it from that aspect, like, how do I keep that 1 from turning back to a 0? Entertain them, right? But even when you're entertained, you'll flip over to somebody else's channel. You'll scroll on, whatever. So what else is it? What else do I have to do to get that 1 to not turn back into a 0? When I figure that out, I'll have at least 1 friend, which will be fucking amazing. But I think I got to get consistent with my times too. Like I have to always be doing it at the right time, at the same time. That way, if anybody who does want to be on here and see what I'm doing, they'll know, hey, 8 o'clock every day he's on. So they can come at 8 o'clock, as opposed to being like, I have no idea what time this guy's going to be on. And they're checking in every once in a while to see. But if they end up busy for 2 hours while you're posting, while you're live, then you miss them.
Oh dear, if it's not one thing, it's another. No sooner has Hollywood weathered the absolute storm that blew up around Supergirl, causing irreparable damage to female-led superhero movies.
Who wanted to watch that movie? Who asked for that movie? I'm still waiting for them to get Superman right. It's like they had it with Henry. And anyone who says anything different, your opinion sucks. But once they moved away from Henry, I didn't even care anymore. And then the latest Superman looks so unappealing to me. The aesthetics of the movie were just so unappealing. But I think it's just a new generation that they're trying to reach into. Our generation was dark as shit, and this new generation is fluffy as fuck. Like for us, we'd be like, the dark aesthetic in the movies that we saw when they first started coming out with that shit, we were like, this is for us. We were around for all the previous superhero movies, and they were just meh. But when The Dark Knight started, shit went crazy, right? Like when Spider-Man started, shit went crazy. That darker, more mature superhero style took off for our generation. And now it's just played the fuck out. It went into every movie, even the shit ones. I couldn't tell if She-Hulk had the aesthetic or not. At that point, I was like, yeah, we got to stop using this shit. This show sucks. I fucking hated COVID. COVID had us doing the most. COVID was fucking. Fuck you, Fauci. COVID was retarded. And it made everyone. It made me so retarded. So fucking retarded. First heard about it and I was like, wait, what? I first heard about it on CNN and I wasn't aware about like CNN and Fox being tied to like political views, left leaning and right leaning. So I'm sitting here just an idiot sheep, just taking in news from CNN or Fox and being like, holy shit, that's the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I believe it. Then I started seeing shit and I'm just like, wait a minute, why is CNN reporting this totally different narrative than Fox? And then I got to that point, I'm like, who the fuck am I supposed to watch then? So I watch neither of them, but then I'm online trying to find it. And on Instagram for a while, I was watching Instagram for the news and don't do that. Don't do that. Holy shit, don't do that. I mean, don't do that unless you already know that everyone's retarded, in which case, by all means, go on there and, you know, have a look. If you've already got that in your head that people are retarded, then you're fine. But if you're going on there and you're going to start believing shit, do not get on Instagram. I fucking beg you. No matter how bad you think it is. On CNN and Fox, it is so much worse on Instagram. You can go on Instagram into the comment section of a story, say a complete lie, and watch the comment section start arguing about it. People siding with you, people not siding with you. The people that call it out as a complete fabricated lie just get ignored. I shit you not. And everyone else just goes on arguing about it. The most retarded shit. Story of a guy it was actually a YouTube video, which is funny. YouTube is so different from Instagram. On YouTube, people have more sense. And I don't know if it's because the community guidelines are more strict. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I get banned on Instagram often. But on YouTube, it's just like a plane accident. I like to watch videos of plane crashes and first-time flyers. And this guy crashes a plane and lives. Like, there's people in the plane with him, and they all fucking lived. It was nuts. So I'm like, yo, it's been 4 years since the video. How you guys holding up? Some guy responds, they died. Everyone died in the video that day. Mind you, the dude's been posting since that day. The very next comment was someone going, I cannot believe he's dead. I'm like, my brother in Christ, you're on his page. There's another video after this of him talking about the damage, the plane. Do you even... God bless you. You know what I mean? And then from there, it was just one other guy who's just like, yeah, that's not true. None of that is true. The dude's still alive. He just posted. And then other guys being like, no, that's someone else who posted it, who his brother has his page and they look alike. And what are you talking about? The first guy's fucking reply was bullshit. Everything after that there shouldn't be anything after that. But the fact that there is, what are you debating here, dude? You're debating his lie? But not debating it as in it's bullshit. You're debating the truth of it, you piece of shit. Anyway. So yeah, he did that. People went off. It's so much worse on IG because on Instagram, it's like clip farming and then like look, check this page out. This is where I got it from. So just another page. You know how many times they post stories on fucking IG and it's just the most ridiculous shit. Like a 37-year-old black man arrested for trying to buy milk with $100 bill. And then you read the story and it's just the most fucking ridiculous thing. And people in the comments are like, America's racist and this, that, and the third. And then I do a quick visual search on Google, and it'll show you that the only source for this story is on Instagram. Well, then I'm not fucking believing the story. Yeah, cool. You guys, the story, you go online and you find 37 sources for it. But all 37 sources are on Instagram. It's just 37 different pages that ran the story. And then you read the story, and on the 37 page, AI's got them. It's the same guy, name-wise, but it's 14 different people, right? Not to mention, it'll even, you'd be surprised, the story will be of a black guy, and it'll be a white guy in the picture because AI don't give a fuck. AI just be like, I'll be lying. I'll be hallucinating, but you still read it and be like, yeah, AI said it, must be true. The thing people hate, AI, people fucking hate AI. They have no idea if they like AI or not, but they round up their pitchforks and their torches for whenever they hear about AI videos and shit. But then the first thing they do when they get online and Google something is read the AI overview. And they spit that shit out. I think the AI conversation is one I really want to have, but I want to have it with people so that we can discuss it. A lot of the things I want to talk about, I want to discuss them with people so that I can, we can debate it, have different point of views. Perspective is great. I think perspective makes conversations that much more enjoyable, that much more effective. But just talking to yourself or by yourself, it's just my POV. I'm not going to be able to learn much. I mean, introspection is a hell of a drug. I love that shit. I'll do that shit all day. I learn shit all the time, but you want peer reviews of your beliefs. You want to critique your shit against other people's. You don't want to just be like, this is what I believe, and now I'm not going to test it against anything else in the world. Like, you want to figure out your principles, and then you want to go test them in the world against other people's principles and see if they hold up. Do they work? But anyway.
And probably James Gunn's career, then
Yeah.
another tempest looms on the horizon. And I'm not talking about the kind that this Galadriel cosplayer was banging on about.
There is a tempest in me.
I mean, another.
I think at this point, we've done all the superhero movies we care about, and then we didn't do some of the ones we should have. Like, Gambit should have gotten a movie. Nightcrawler should have gotten a movie. Some of the stories for these characters, I guess, they didn't do a good job putting these characters in the movie. So you look at the Marvel Universe, you look at the X-Men universe, and the characters that they have in there that they could have used. They made them look a lot of them didn't get what they were supposed to as far as prestige. Like, Gambit is an Omega level mutant, and he's like a punchline in the movie, in Deadpool's universe. Which I don't know if that's X-Men or Marvel or what the fuck it is at this point, but I'm assuming Marvel Universe. Because he's with Wolverine. Doing that. Then he's with, what were they called? The X Avengers or whatever the fuck? Which I guess that's all. See, but then the X Avengers just, but then it's X Avengers. So yeah, I guess it's all X-Men. Oh, I'm pretty sure something else is going on. Is there another Deadpool thing going to happen? I don't know. But the Sentinels, MODOK, even like what's the movie they did that sucked? It didn't do very well. It was the dude played, I can't remember the fucking character. He was a hunter, and he hunted like bad guys. His dad was a hunter. He used to hunt actual predator, big game predators. In like the savannah or some shit. Out there hunting lions and shit. I think his brother got attacked. His brother becomes a mimic. I think he kills his dad. His brother becomes a mimic. Or he protects his brother, kills his dad or some shit. His brother becomes a mimic, and then he stays who he is, which is like this. His powers are like, he's got strength. He can jump really far. He's like a fucking primal. This chick gives him some serum and just does something to him. He just becomes that primal OPOG. I can't for the life of me remember the movie. Fucking pisses.
Another potentially devastating audience backlash, this time against Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. It's a film that's already had its share of controversies and criticisms, everything from the postmodern.
I don't even want to watch this. Like, I'm watching Asmongold review. I'm reviewing Asmongold reviewing whatever. That guy reviewing the Odyssey. What the fuck am I doing? I wonder why no one sticks around. They come in and they're like, so you're watching Asmongold watch that other guy watch the Odyssey. Yeah, I guess this is the bottom of the YouTube barrel if you're over here. And that's why there's a 0 there. No one's over here because it's the bottom of the barrel. Oh shit, 56 minutes ago.
This influencer spent months claiming that this viral gym beating was just self-defense, but now he's pleaded guilty, and that's just one of the criminal cases he's currently facing.
Convicted felon Wesley Watson, known online as Wes,
Damn, that sucks.
promotes himself as a motivational speaker and fitness influencer. Now he has another conviction on his record.
You would be adjudicated guilty, which is a criminal conviction on your record. You would be sentenced to 21 months state prison with credit for all time served, which would
Oh, shit! Yo! Ain't no way. My man, go buy a lottery ticket. Walk your ass right out that store. Is that water? Bro. If I was him, I'm walking straight to the lottery. I'm buying a ticket ASAP. There's no way.
Growing flood threats across the Northeast. I should be
Hello.
Hey, Sandra.
Nice to see you.
You too.
Thanks for letting us in. Our viewers desperately want an update. They've dealt
Yeah.
with so much weather over the weekend. What's happening now?
Yeah, brutally active
Yeah.
through the America 250 weekend. And now, as we're trying to get things going, we've got this flood threat. Now, New York City, thankfully, Sandra, went shields up. Heavy rain north, heavy rain south. We do have some issues happening right now on the Jersey Shore and out Long Island, but we're getting clipped by the heaviest of the rain threat.
Okay, so as far as the Northeast or some of the southern parts are still dealing with this as well, head into the Midwest. What are people facing all over the country? Because we've dealt with the heat wave,
Yes.
the rain, the thunderstorm conditions, and now the flooding is a threat. What else are we watching?
It feels never ending, but yes, into the late evening hours, we get into an active setup. It starts across the upper Midwest, the northern plains. We've got the threat for some damaging wind gusts, big hail again out of these, but this threat will slowly find its way south and east into the middle part of the week.
And I'm looking at the scene behind you, live look in New York City, where the flags
Yeah.
are blowing and the rain continues to be an issue. I just mentioned how Mayor Mamdani here in New York City is saying anybody in some of those lower level apartments, basement apartments,
Yes.
garden apartments, get ready to evacuate. They're taking over some of the schools here in New York City for shelter.
It looks like the greatest threat is now shifting just east of the city.
what's
We've
the
got maybe a
plan for
half an
this?
inch to an inch of rain to go. So I think we'll dodge that. But for a place that had
What's
a
the
World Cup
plan
game
if New
yesterday,
Yorkers-
coming off the holiday weekend, I was
apartments
just
get
looking at the New York City metro area airports. Average delay right now at JFK, which is in a ground stop, is more than 3 hours.
Oh, man.
So
All
that's
right.
tough.
That's going to affect a lot of those World Cup flyers. Thank you so much for the update.
You
We
bet. Nice to
appreciate
see
it.
you.
Okay.
He's gonna have these people
Hey,
evacuate.
Sandra.
And everybody's gonna be sitting inside of a whatever they said they were taking over schools or something. They're gonna be sitting inside of those things at 78 degrees, the fucking heater on, cooking. Nobody's gonna want to go there. I'm staying my ass at home, my AC on, and then it's gonna flood. And you're gonna have a bunch of people in the worst situation of their lives. Oh man. Best of luck. This guy Leighton Diffusion has this incredible series. If you are a Minecraft fan, he has this series that, in my opinion, it captures the essence of the Minecraft game. If you start from episode 1, I think, and you've played Minecraft, you understand Minecraft. I think this would be great for you. It's not the kids' version of it, like the movie that came out. But this series is incredible. There's no script, there's no talking, and it's AI made, which for most people they would complain about AI creation, but this dude does such an amazing job with his prompts and refinement that it just ends up looking so enjoyable. The way it behaves, the way the AI behaves, ends up being it ends up translating as essence of Minecraft, if that makes any sense. So like the way you kill things, they don't die like normal, right? They don't just like fall over onto the ground. Excuse me. And so they fall over, but they kind of disappear, right? Just kind of poof. And you get the little balls of experience, and then you get the whatever they drop. It does such a good job in the show. My favorite is a zombie you he ends up killing, and when the zombie falls, it does that. And I was like, oh man, that is so nice. The crafting in it, very similar to follower. I mean a viewer. Thank you very much for being here. Feel free to jump in and spark a conversation if this one doesn't remedy you. But yeah, it does such a good job of like translating what the game is into the show. So I would recommend it. If you haven't given it a shot, go over to Latent Diffusion. Just check him out. He's got really good. I think it's 4 episodes right now, and it's so good. My son is 5. He's the movie's his favorite, and he's even watched the series with me. We binge watched what had come out, which was at the time 3 episodes. And then the 4th one came out a couple days later. But after 3 episodes, I told him, I said, that's it. We got to wait for the next episode to come out. He's like, they didn't come out all at once? I'm like, no, it's not Netflix. He's like, oh, man. I'm like, I'll let you know when the next one comes out. He's like, okay. And then it came out, and I told him, and we sat there and watched it together. And excuse me, he loves it. He loves it. And I love that he loves it. I wasn't the craziest Minecraft guy. I barely knew anything about it, but my son getting into games and getting into Minecraft, I was like, if this is the thing that connects us in games, I will do it. He's getting older, and he's becoming more of a his personality's coming out. And I look at him and I just like think of myself as a kid. I'm like, man, he's in such a better position. So fucking grateful for his family, his mom, my wife, just a fucking absolute blessing. Yeah. He loves it though, and so I'm sitting here playing with him. Tomorrow we have a day set up. His uncle's coming over. We're gonna all get together and play some Minecraft, and he's so excited. And it was his plan. He set this up. Talked to his grandmother, and she reached out, and his uncle's like, yeah, I'll stop by. So he's gonna stop by, hang out for a bit, and we're all gonna play some Minecraft. We got enough remotes, and he's so hyped about it. I know tomorrow we're gonna wake up, and first thing he does when he wakes up is, can we play video games later when you're done brushing your teeth, or when you're done in the back room, or when you're done doing this? And I'm like, yeah, we can play. We can play in a minute. Love it. Anyway, enough about my kid. Actually, there's never enough talking about my kid. But let's see what else we got here for you guys. Let's see what other news is going on, right? The news has been nuts. Troy. I mean, Achilles. man. Kid's like, that guy you're gonna fight is massive. I wouldn't fight him if I was you. He looks at the kid and he's just like, and that is why no one will know your name, boy. I was like, oh shit. I was a kid and I was like, that was the coldest shit I ever heard in my life. And then he proceeded to kill the guy. And I was like, that was a massive fucking dude. Achilles killed him. I said, who the fuck? Brad Pitt? What the f? And after that, I thought Brad Pitt was a fucking boss. I used to be like, yo, I'm like Brad Pitt. I'm Brad Pitt. Little burnt Puerto Rican kid. I'm Brad Pitt. And everyone's like, where? Where the fuck are you, Brad Pitt? I'm in a dream, my love. You will find I'm Brad Pitt. And see what I mean? See what I mean? Look at the aesthetics for the Odyssey and Troy. And this is what I mean. Christopher Nolan had an incredible vision with the movie The Odyssey. I don't know where the fuck Ellen Page came to mind for Achilles. How does that compute? Like, look at Troy is a fucking classic. One of my favorites. I do love Greek and Roman mythology. But it's just such a great film. And when you compare it to the Odyssey, look at this picture. That's the same character, apparently. That dude on the bottom looks fucking ridiculous. But in the movie Troy, he's intimidating. I don't maybe because I was a kid, but and now not so much, but Jesus. Oh, look at this. Oh, they left. I gotta figure out how to get people to interact. Anyway. What we got here? The Odyssey. Apparently that's the same guy. Okay, we got one. Look at that fucking horse. Well, that doesn't make sense, right? Because it was the same guy, then how is it the same guy? All right, hold on. Are you fucking... Yeah, all right.
Oh my gosh.
Saturday. New York car bomber. 4 kids went missing because they met strangers on Roblox. I'm telling you, every time there's an ad and it's a Roblox ad, I block it. And anytime there's like a video, Roblox video on YouTube, I go to the comments. There'll just be a bunch of fucking adults in there. I'm like, yeah, it checks out. What's going on, guys? Super typhoon tears through Guam. Guam. The only thing I know about Guam is from Matilda. That's where her parents moved to. Like, we're moving to Guam. I never had a daughter. Get in the car, Melinda. Matilda. Whatever. I grew up on that movie. Come home from school after getting jumped. My mom's like, why are you crying? Why is your face all swollen? I'm like, just put Matilda on, bro. Don't talk to me. What's wrong with you? I get to school, like, what'd you do yesterday? I'm like, fucking push-ups and shit. Fucking beat up some kids that were bigger than me. What'd you do? And they were like, watched fucking sports and shit. held guns. I'm like, yeah, we're men as fuck. And we trade Pokemon cards. Rick and Morty, baby. Rick and Morty. What are you guys doing on YouTube right now? Predator on the loose. Missing 11. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. If you guys never seen that video is nuts. One of my favorite videos. They get into a shootout with the neighbor, and the fucking cops get shot in the head. And the neighbors, the guy who got the call, who got called, the cops called on him, his neighbors come out and start returning fire to help the cops. Insane. Cops like, I'm losing vision. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, they went through it. And this dude's badass. This thumbnail guy's badass. That's peak male performance right there. He did that sing. Fucking love that video. Can't play it because I'm still learning how to pause it so I don't get the copyright shit. And yesterday I streamed, and I think I just let the shit play out the whole time. So I went to go watch, and it's like, yo, your video can still be played because you're not making any money, but all of this shit right here is copyright. There's copyright here. And I went and looked at it, and it was like the first 3 minutes of my video, and then a couple minutes in between here and there, and then like the last 3 minutes were the only thing that were not copyright. They're like, you're good to play it because you don't make any bread on it, so they're not gonna take any money from you or take your shit from you. But just know that if you start making money, which I guess will never be a problem for me. I'm gonna be honest, this is the longest I had 2 viewers. Usually that 0 turns into a 1 and then right back to a 0. So I really appreciate you guys for being here for the couple of minutes you have been. Erica Kirk breaks silent ahead of explosive hearing.
At Fox News Alert, because these could be very tense and emotional moments inside a Utah courtroom this morning. For the very first time, Charlie Kirk's widow, Erica, and his parents are set to come face to face at a preliminary hearing with the man accused of killing him. Matt Finn is outside the courthouse in Provo, Utah, with more. Hi, Matt.
Yeah, people have opinions on that story. That story's controversial as fuck. I don't know if you can touch that shit without lines being drawn immediately. CIA catches China getting ready for nuclear war. The CIA catches China getting ready for nuclear war 6 days ago. What did the CIA just start? What the China's been preparing for nuclear war since we got nukes. What are we talking about? Isn't that what nukes are? Preparing for nuclear war? Bill Cosby caused Rick and Morty. I love shit like that. 13 minutes of just fucking fuck your brain. Unsolved mysteries. This is my For You page, whatever the fuck FYP stands for. How fucked is this? Sense. I'll sit here and watch these fucking police dramas all day, and then Cappy, Failsafe, and then Rick and Morty. Oh, the internet cracked the 30-year-old cold case. And then me and my son will watch these.
If you're anything but paleo nerd,
and he'll be like, oh, that's iguanodon. And I'm like, I don't think that's an iguanodon. And then the thing it'll be like, yeah, and this is an iguanodon. And I'm like, well, fuck me.
Mr. Poopy Butthole, this has gone far enough. We have been really cool to you in your time of need.
I agree,
Beth. I'm a piece of garbage. Can you boost me up so I can hook my belt to the
that
ceiling
episode
fan?
with the imaginary
Looks like I'm taking
friends,
another turn for the
fucking
worse.
hilarious.
It all
Jerry
started
is
when
so
Beth
pathetic.
shot me. is an alien parasite. It could be infested
Speak
with
of the
these
fucking
things,
episode.
So we gotta keep an eye out for any zany, wacky characters that pop up.
Ooh, whatever you
Jerry's
want, Rick.
boyfriend.
We're here to help.
Thanks, Mr. Poopy
I wanna
Butthole.
go with
Now this little poopy
He wanted
pants
to
is
die.
hungry. Will somebody pass me a pork chop? Is something wrong, Beth? Oh my God! Oh,
Wait, but
oh, Beth, why?
I need an ambulance. There's been a shooting. My wife shot a longtime family friend.
I said I was
The whole
sorry.
time we're all like, there's no way he's
Tore
real.
you up inside like a bullet.
It was an accident.
Anyway, then I got fired from my job. So who here thinks they already know the work of Maya Angelou?
Oh yeah.
You
This ends
already
up
knew
being
you
like a
needed my
prank.
help, but you weren't sure I was good enough at karate. So you
beats the
hired my
shit out of
grad
this dude.
students to attack me?
Oh yeah, he's explaining.
Lost my job for putting my students in the hospital. My wife left me.
You wouldn't
Started
have lost your
isolating
job if your
myself
school
from
was in
Amy.
Chicago.
Used to tell her everything
You
I
would've
was
been
feeling.
fucking fine.
But then I guess I stopped. Because I wanted her to love who she thought I was, not who I felt myself becoming. You might think I'm
either of
overcompensating
you
for
two
the emptiness
viewers
after Amy
are
left
man,
with Poopy Jr.,
that
but
shit
my
deep.
trainer Carl says the best way to get over a girl is to get under a 300-pound squat.
Damn right.
Hoo-wee, that's the good stuff.
Anytime someone's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like looking down.
Someone
at
call
a
Amy, tell
cliff,
her I
you're like,
need her, tell her
"Nah,
I
I'm not
love her.
jumping today."
Not my phone.
Good, how you
She
doing?
blocked me. Use yours. Things went downhill from there, so I've been crashing with the Smiths for a while.
The family wants you upstairs to deal with Mr. Poopy Butthole.
He's in the living room, Rick.
I'm not doing this by myself.
Oh, so you're going to have an intervention?
No, I'm gonna get some friends to help me talk to a friend.
Appreciate you guys taking me out. Amy said I can Pilates from a guy named Guy.
You've been surveilling your ex-wife.
Ooh-wee, not with the restraining order. I hired a predator to follow her around.
You hire predators?
Oh yeah, the
they're
predator.
cheap because they live for the hunt. You just have to pay them not to
And
kill
then he
your
ended up
target.
getting
Perhaps this
his
wasn't
wife.
the best place to do this, Rick.
What are you talking about? This is a great place to celebrate my birthday.
Birthday?
Oh, I can't believe y'all remembered.
Heard we got a birthday boy.
Yeah, but please don't sing or.
Fuck you, shithead.
Yeah, that sure is a smart hat. Because even my son Poopy Jr. hates me. Well, should we do shots?
Horrible coping mechanism.
Let's get riggedy rag!
Poopy Jr.
I was at the end of my rope thinking I'd
Or
worn out
spin. I
all
don't like
my
all the coping
welcomes.
You've been living on my daughter's sofa for months.
You want me to leave?
The entire family does.
Why not say something?
Because you're my
I say
friend.
random
A
references
real
in my
friend would have
phone, so
known
he's
it's
like, what?
not my birthday.
Why would
Don't
you
worry.
pretend it was your birthday?
You think I don't
Inside
know
the
a
brain will
half-assed
fry too.
intervention when I see one coming?
You'll have
Right
sporadic brain
now,
farts of
my heart wants Amy back.
I
nostalgic
do not think
references no one
that's a
knows
good
anymore.
idea.
Oh, there she is, my Amy. Oh, she feels my love around her. Oh,
Wow, your love is pretty strong.
I guess that's not all she's feeling.
Predator PI, this is the opposite of what I hired you for.
Okay, honestly, PB, that could have gone a lot worse. PB?
Rick and Morty's great with that
Oh,
shit.
we gotta
when Morty was getting this was a soul bond.
Look, I just didn't think I could.
His soul bonded with Rick.
Don't high road me. It's just as dishonest to play
And
dumb
Morty
about
walked
wearing
in.
out
He's
your
like, oh,
welcome.
God.
You could have just told
He's like,
me.
why
You're
does
an
it
adult.
feel better
Meet the
now
room
that
and figure it out.
He's like, don't
I admit it, that was self-destructive.
Suck my squirm.
Oh,
Yeah, big old
I didn't even know somebody commented. Watching you. You creep. Oh shit. I'm an idiot.
No, stop!
What are you doing? I want that skull.
No, Rick, no more.
and then his
This is my
conscience
fault,
comes into
all of
play.
it. And if he's gonna protect my wife and child, that's a great thing to know while I get my shit together.
Wayne?
Wayne?
Amy,
bro is
I,
like-
I messed up
bro is
real bad.
giving props to the
I came to say I
step-pops.
don't know what to do without you, but I guess I
Go.
can start by not kidnapping.
Just jump.
That's definitely where you should start.
Just jump, bro. to the step pops, it's over for you, dog.
Sorry, Amy.
You should be, but I'm not. We're a family now. Me, Poopy Jr., and Gokarna, clan leader of the Skin
She
Thieves.
said, me,
Goodbye,
your
Wayne.
son, and my boyfriend are a family now.
Wayne, huh?
He said, goodbye.
Ooh-wee, but I prefer Mr. Poopy Butthole. More
Mr. Poopy
refined.
Butthole, he's
Gonna be
built
all right.
different.
Got a place to stay? I can 3D print you an apartment on the moon.
I'll
He's built
figure
like
it
a
out,
deadbeat.
Rick. Thanks. Yep, don't any of you worry about Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Dude went in and
I
said he
got
had a
a lot
bunch
of
of
work
friends.
to do, but I'll
He's
land
about
on
to
my
come out
poopy little feet.
with
I
food for everyone.
always do. Ooh-wee, how about
And then
that?
the
Season 7. It
employee
was touch
working
and
there,
go
he's
there
like, he
for a
believes me.
second. Oh, remember when I
He came
stole
out,
my
everybody was
kid?
gone.
I stole one
Aw.
of these,
The
too.
employee comes out, he's like,
Oh, it's all about having a goal and stopping at nothing to achieve it. Then you'll be fulfilled.
I don't remember that part. What in the If you have not seen Project Hail Mary, go watch that. Rivera Natalie, go watch that shit right now. Go watch that shit. Put your kid to sleep and go watch it right now. The movie's so good. I fell in love with the fucking Rock. And it's not the first time. Like in the early 2000s, or maybe in the 90s, Pet Rocks was a fucking swag. And everybody was coming to school with their fucking Pet Rocks that they bought. And they weren't showing me one, so I didn't see what they looked like. So I went and I just grabbed a rock. Oh man. Everybody started showing their rocks. When I pulled out this regular ass rock, the embarrassment I felt, as I should have. The fuck was I thinking? Grabbing a rock from my school. Wasn't even the right size. Everybody has cases for their rock. Had fucking had dirt and dog shit from the yard it was in. What do we got? Sitting here and some more Rick and Morty. They not like us. I can't do it. That dude. The Tozzi's like, yeah, he's gonna be in jail for like fucking 6 years or some shit crazy. And I was like, no shit, they got him. I saw a video of some Korean dude whooping his ass. I was like, yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, this shit.
There's flash flooding in the Northeast, massive amounts of rain as
saw the
BJ's
clip.
roof collapsing with shoppers inside. Also, that
It's like
plane
an
that made
old
a
guy
hard landing right on the East
just
River in New York
kicking
City.
it.
But first tonight, in Monmouth County on the Jersey
Look at this
Shore,
old
we're
guy with
seeing
his
some of the
cart.
highest rain totals.
Look at this
Incredible
dude.
pictures there. That
Look at
roof
this
of the BJ's
fucking
warehouse coming
that
down with
table was like,
shoppers
sir, I'm just gonna go
inside
ahead
the
and
store.
usher you to safety
Remarkably,
because
no
behind
one
me is
was
a whole lot
seriously
of
hurt. Tonight, the
bullshit.
drone video showing part of that building completely destroyed. In some places, 3 inches an hour, more than half a foot of rain in some spots, turning roads into rivers, stranding drivers, several trees and power lines coming down across the Northeast. New York City to New Jersey, knocking out power. Tonight, there is still rain coming, and the new concern and the dangerous heat. The death toll, people found in their homes, some found in their cars. Ginger Z is standing by, and ABC's Matt Rivers leading us off tonight.
Tonight, water rescues unfolding in the Northeast. Torrential rain swamping drivers. And with millions
go
under
outside
flood
with a
threat,
cup,
terrifying video showing a big
and take
box
some
store's
water home
roof caving in.
from outside.
Local officials
I want you
pouring
guys
over
to
this
go,
video of the
take some
roof
water
caving
home,
in at a BJ's
flush it
wholesale
for
club
us.
in Monmouth County, New Jersey.
Work
The
together.
primary, secondary, and tertiary
this
searches with
flood
the
down.
dog and the indoor drone have all been
you live in
negative.
a basement
Police say
apartment,
2 people were briefly trapped,
just
but
keep
no one was
flushing.
hurt. Ken Collada shot this just before it collapsed.
I heard the loudest boom. It actually made my ears ring.
Was it water?
And I didn't know what it was, to be honest.
Was
Up to 8 inches of rain in spots, drivers inundated near Philadelphia.
That's crazy.
And in the Pittsburgh suburbs, a 12-foot sinkhole opening up on a road right in front of a hospital. Overnight, storms packing high winds took down trees all over New York City.
Hundreds of trees just like this one fell during the storms that passed through over the weekend. And now, as crews like that guy there and the cherry picker do their best to clear the streets of fallen debris, they're dealing with intense rain. It's going to last right through tomorrow.
Even light rail service was disrupted
I bet you he didn't have
because
anything
of
on
so
his
many
feet. I
trees
bet
on
you
the
he was
tracks.
barefooted.
The storms are breaking the hottest
Shit is
stretch of
probably
weather in more than 14 years. Multiple
Filled with
records
water.
broken.
I was in Vermont
Tonight,
doing
that heat
deliveries
turning
once.
deadly. New Jersey
on,
officials say they've confirmed at least 29
mountain?
heat-related fatalities.
Unfortunately, many of these individuals were found in homes without air conditioning. A few were outside of their residence, some on the street, and some even in parked
It was about
cars.
3 hours.
David, we're here in Monmouth
From
County, and I want to show you something. From above,
the
you can
New
actually
York
see the
Mass
section
line.
of the roof of that BJ's that caved in.
And
27 people inside at the time. Amazingly, no one
There's this little
injured.
bridge I
We
crossed.
remain under a flood watch
Didn't think
tonight.
anything
Coastal
of it.
areas under threat
Drove for another
through
couple
tomorrow.
minutes, and then I came
David,
to a
The
roadblock.
weight of that rain. Matt Rivers
and
leading
it's
us off tonight. Let's get right to
undercover.
Chief Meteorologist Ginger
I
Z
thought it was
tracking it all
undercover,
for us
but
here
I
on a
guess
Monday
the
night. Hi,
cops over there
Ginger.
don't wear uniforms. It's just this
Hi,
small
David.
ass
So,
town.
yes, we still have heavy rains falling. You
So
can
he's like,
barely see the
"Hey,
bridge
actually, the
behind
road's
me.
shut down."
Otisville, New York,
And I was
more
like,
than
"Oh, okay."
7.7
So
inches
you're
of
gonna have
rain,
to
just
turn
one
around.
of the
I'm
big
like,
totals. And the flood alerts
well,
are
if the
up
road's
on
shut
that
down,
map. The flash flood warnings,
where am I
even for a
gonna turn
place like
around?
St.
'Cause
Mary's, Pennsylvania.
I'm,
So,
you know,
tonight, New
60
Haven
feet
over to
long.
Newport, even New Bedford,
And he's
Massachusetts.
like,
Those alerts go till 2
we're
p.m.
gonna have you turn
tomorrow.
around
Most of us
here.
will get rid of it
I
tonight,
was
but
like,
it's
"My
that
brother in
area that's
Christ,
highlighted in red.
there's no
With the
fucking
significant
way
risk
we're
of flash
spinning this
flooding, you
thing
could
here."
still see 2
And
to
he said
3
another
inch
driver
per
did
hour
it.
rainfall rates
And I
on
looked
top of
over,
the
I
half
looked
foot or
around and I
so
saw 2
that some
fences
people have
down,
had.
and I
We
said,
time it out.
"Okay, yeah, I
And
believe
by
you."
tomorrow morning, if you
And
have
I'm
an
like,
early
"But
morning commute
I am
along
not gonna
coastal
do that.
Connecticut,
I am
I-95
liable for
through
any
Rhode
damage
Island
I
into
cause when I'm
Massachusetts,
spinning,
please be
regardless of what
careful.
you say.
Some of those rivers and creeks could be
Yeah, I
starting
ended
to
up
really get very full. And
driving
speaking
through
of that
like a
heat,
foot
it's
and a
over
half
here,
of
but you go
water
south of North
before I
Carolina, a
finally
place
got
like
back.
Charleston could feel like more than 100.
And finally was able to turn around. And when I did turn around, the bridge had been blocked off for me. So I had to wait there for a bit. And then finally I got to cross pass a couple minutes afterwards. Oh, everyone's gone. GG's, guys. I appreciate y'all showing up. I had 2 viewers for like 5 minutes. Eh. That's pretty fucking cool. One of them was definitely my wife. Super supportive. That's awesome, though. Shmany way. How long has this been? Hour and a half. Still got a half hour. Let me get something to smoke here. Anti-NATO protesters. Can't read this. When sauropods just stopped. Fan. Bro, what the fuck? No. No. I don't want to. I don't want to look at this. Maybe I should stream some Minecraft. Trying to figure out if I'll be able to do it. If I put my Xbox app on my computer, I'm wondering if I'll be able to play the Xbox game and stream it, like share my screen so I can stream it while I'm playing. I don't have an encoder and all that other fancy dancy stuff, so I gotta figure out ways to do this for free. Get connected for free with Education Connection. Well. Ow, bitch ass bitch. It's my fucking elbow. Yubby. Rick and Morty. 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 Cop gets arrested after doing the unthinkable. Is this the one where he beats the shit out of that lady? Fuck. I had 20 black boys on my ass over there. You goddamn right I don't want to drive. They body slam me inside the club. Keep your eyes head still for me. I got a nice truck though.
Get in the truck.
Please.
Back it up. Back it up. We're not trying to. Hey, listen. Stop. Stop. Take a breath. Take a breath. Everything's all right.
The Nassau County Sheriff's Office is called following the report of an intoxicated man fleeing a bar.
Yo, nah, we're not good, bro. We're not good, bro. The dude's in cuffs already. He's just a mouth at that point. He wasn't using his feet. You went into the truck and pulled him out. And they say, never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake. And in that moment, bro would have given him the floor. All right.
Ball.
So we saw that dude get fucking his face introduced to a nap. .4chan. Fuck. 4chan. Oh, I used to lurk. I used to lurk on 4chan. 4chan. Oh, fucking weirdo. Thing with 4chan though is that shit was like Russian roulette. But in high school, it was so edgy. Oh, it was so cool. Doing stupid shit. At the time, the big thing was like gore. That shit was nuts. But then it unfortunately progressed to something sexual. And yeah, we're not going to get into that, but. And then at that point, being on that website was a fucking, like you were just asking to have some shit end up on your computer or your phone and end up in jail. Because then they started doing weird. So at first it was like, you'd get on and they were posting like fake. They were like making it seem like it was a real death, right? The big thing was like the fake murders and the fake suicides and shit like that. Then it got sexual. And at that point, it was time to go. Because at that point, it got like super fucking illegal. And just gross. Like, it stopped being like edgy. And it started to just be disgusting. And then when the feds took it over, and people thought it was still like, they're like, we're not under any gag orders, guys. You know, we're not being run by the feds. That turned out to be bullshit. I went on 4chan, I think, during COVID. It was pretty much just racist shit and like AI furry porn. I was like, what the fuck happened to this place? You guys were the fucking business. I'd go there and find these websites and look at the content on these websites, the gore content on these websites. It would be so bad. This isn't some like clout shit. I'm not boasting or flexing. This is just a retelling of a story. And because I was a kid, I fucking enjoyed it, or thought I enjoyed it. I'd get on there, get the thing, and I'd be watching just the goriest shit to the point where it would get me lightheaded and nauseous, and I'd have to go sit down, or I'd go throw up in a fucking toilet. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. It was usually like the Mexican cartel videos, which were the most insane fucking videos. Just chainsaws and cars driving apart and name it. Like people on fire. It was fucking nuts. What a time. We'd go to school and talk about that shit. Like, where's the supervision? And I'm like, oh yeah, my mom was working. At least when I lived with her, but for the most part, that was really the only time I was ever near a computer. Living with my grandmother, there wasn't a computer in the house. But then my cousin ended up moving in next door. And they had a computer. And I became the sweatiest fucking spanker in the world. Shaking my hand would have been a gamble. Ah, fuck. Been thinking, and I think I'm gonna figure out how to stream Minecraft, and I'm gonna stream that. And then if I can get a setup for my son, I'm gonna do that. I know that stuff is expensive, so obviously I'm talking about the future, but me and my son making content, that would be pretty fucking cool. Him telling me all about the stuff, I think that'd be really cool. That is a movie that people don't know about. Mystery.
Out of my way. People have to be told.
Nasty
You know,
character.
I can't let you do that. Suddenly you discover humanity. Convenient. If you'd cared from the start, none of this would have happened. I can change almost anything. But I can't change human nature. Of course you must protect White's new utopia. What's one more body amongst foundations? What are you waiting for? Do it!
Powerful. Yeah, that movie was fucking insane. All right, what do we got going on here? Jerry being un-Jerry. She wanna fuck, I'll tell her fuck me, we can do that together. What up, what up? Hopping in from the void, I see. How an HOA violation ends horrifically. The fact that there's this fucking chick on the ground. I would love for HOA interactions to go down like that. Shane Gillis. Oh, man. What the fuck? Morty got tits? Rick and Morty Adult Swim. What the fuck?
We're in a complete upset. The revolution has overturned the lizards. It's totally
Oh,
unexpected.
I know that episode. The dude just can't help himself. He keeps shitting in Rick's like special throne where he shits on like this planet of his own. And Rick finds out. He goes to fucking kill the guy. And the guy's like, I'm ready. Because his wife died. Fucking Rick. Pickle Rick. All right, let's see what we got going on. Morty with tits. Deep sea reptile shouldn't exist. Never seen it before. Mystery substance found. Pluto and Titan like nothing we've seen before.
Anton, and in this video, we're going to be discussing a somewhat strange discovery involving two of the most intriguing worlds in the solar system. The dwarf planet Pluto that you see spinning behind me, and the mysterious moon of Saturn, referred to as Titan.
in the world.
And while these two bodies are billions of kilometers apart and occupy very different neighborhoods, in one of the recent studies, astronomers discovered a very peculiar spectral feature that seems to link them together, but more importantly, seems to be coming from something that we've never seen before, and something that's basically unknown to modern science. And so here, using the incredible sensitivity of the
Oh shit, sorry. Anton, I'm sorry.
sensitivity of the James Webb Space Telescope, researchers detected a somewhat strange, unidentified substance on the surface of
Having a
both
mic
of
is
these
so nice now.
worlds. And so in today's video, we're going to take a look at this discovery, speculate about
Get to
what
watch
the
this
substance
2-hour
might be,
live back
and why it matters for
and see
our
how the
understanding
audio
of the
played
solar
while I was
system,
talking.
and of course, what this means for astronomy
So that
as
if
a
there's
whole.
any issues, I
But
can
in order for
fix
all
them
this to make
on the
sense,
next one.
let's, I guess, start with the actual discovery and with what exactly scientists were able to see. And so here, a team led by Bruno
Whoever you
Bizard
are,
from
though, I
the
do
Paris
appreciate you being
Observatory just published a study
That zero
that you can
turns
find
to a
in the
1 back to a
description.
0.
And here they were looking at the data coming from the James Webb, mostly focusing on two specific instruments, NIRSpec and MIRI, which can see the near-infrared and mid-infrared frequencies. And here they discovered a very specific dip in light that seems to represent a reflection from the surface on the surface of Titan and on the surface of Pluto. And this type of a dip, when observed on any other object, is called an absorption feature.
So, like, one of the most important things when listening to shit like this is how overwhelming it can become. I realize how much of what they're doing is has to be based on math. Because these guys are not looking at most of the shit that they have science on. They haven't even looked at it. It's insane and I'm talking about up in the sky, obviously. But they'll sit there and be like, yeah, well, there's this thing here we actually discovered mathematically before we actually saw it. So Einstein had discovered that it was possible. So it had to exist. And I'm like, how the fuck does math tell you that you're going to find a planet out there, or that quasars exist, or what are they called? It's a fucked word. A quib? No, that's not it. It's stupider than that. Yeah, it's like when you get down to quantum mechanics, in traditional mechanics, what's that called? Relativity and all of that. Einstein's relativity. The smallest thing is the atom. That's not the smallest thing in quantum mechanics, though. The smallest thing is like the qubit or the quirk. I think it's a quirk. And then they have like Bork. I swear to fucking God, the stupidest names. But these guys will sit here and start talking about, the black hole that looks like this and the quasar that looks like that, and then you're like, oh shit, let me see those pictures. If they were to show you the pictures, it's just fucking data. It's data. They're reading. So we view light traditionally, right? Light spectrum, visible light spectrum. That's the electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic light spectrum. I don't know why I keep saying light, but that spectrum is that, right? We can see a very small sliver of that. And there's animals that can see more of that. My point is, most of what they're seeing it through like reading microwaves, different radiation waves, right? So microwaves, radio waves, and all these other waves. That data gets received as fucking numbers. It's just information. And then that gets translated into these amazing pictures. Now we're actually getting pictures because we have satellites super far out that can take pictures of shit. But and our telescopes are nuts. That JW whatever one is going bird. There's a couple other ones that are going bird. And what's the dude's name? Neil Tyson deGrasse Nielsen. That guy. He's always talking about those telescopes and how amazing they are, what they're showing. But for the most part, even those telescopes that we have, most of them are receiving, if not all of those, actually, I shouldn't say most, all of those are receiving, telescopes are receiving data as in microwave readings and radio wave readings and all these other types of radiation. It's nuts. Most people don't know that. So you get those pictures, most of those pictures you get of like what a quasar is, a black hole and all that, it's not an actual picture of it. Just the data that was received. And through that, they're able to pull that out of it. So we'll get one fucking number wrong and space doesn't even make sense. Imagine that. Einstein didn't move the decimal over whatever the fuck, and now we think quasars and quarks and shit. And it just turns out we were wrong the whole time. And it's actually just a giant Minecraft auto-generated seed.
This is basically the result of something on the surface absorbing some of the light in the specific frequency and basically creating this dip. And so in astronomy, this is usually how we find what certain objects are made out of and how we find different elements on different types of moons and.
So I learned about space magnification. And so there's events that take place in space that create magnification. So when you can line our telescopes up to look out, it allows us to see further. Like if it was bended glass, like glasses. And so we're able to see further. And if we can account for the bending and whatever of the light that creates that magnification, then we're able to essentially re-engineer the data to recreate whatever it is on the other side of that magnification. So accounting for it effectively, which is insane. I think at this point they're using computers for that shit, but in the beginning, it was people. Motherfuckers with paper and chalkboards that they had ladders to and wheels and shit. Amazing.
And planets, even without visiting them. But in this case, this particular absorption feature was at a very specific wavelength of 5.11 micrometers. In this case, representing a dip of about 6 to 7%, with researchers determining that the signal originates from some kind of a solid on both of these celestial bodies. So this was determined not to be the result of atmospheric absorption and has to be something on the surface. And well, here this is important because every known chemical compound usually has its own fingerprint visible in different light spectra. In other words, every molecule known to us, for example, carbon dioxide, methane, oxygen, and a lot of other stuff, produce very specific absorption spectra that we can then use to detect them somewhere out there. And so when light hits the surface and some of it is absorbed by these chemicals, it essentially produces something that looks like this. Now, this is an example of the atmospheric absorption from Mars, but it essentially tells us that there's quite a lot of carbon dioxide, a little bit of water, and a little bit of carbon monoxide. And the bigger the dip, the more material seems to exist. And so by analyzing different compounds on Earth, and by producing these absorption spectra, we can then match them from observations on other planets, and thus determine what they contain. So
effectively, the way we figure shit out for space when we can't see shit is what's there to figure out what shouldn't or should be there, and then what's not there to figure out what should or shouldn't be there. Everything is deduction. Space is just deduced. We've deduced space from fucking radiation. Yo, that is insane. You guys don't fucking get it. We're seeing planets light years away. If the sun blew up right now, we would die before we saw the fucking thing. It would take 8 minutes for us to realize that the sun blew up. It would take 8 minutes for that light to reach us, to show us that the sun blew up. In 8 minutes, we've already started to fucking move away from our trajectory that we had around the sun. Yo, we would get wiped the fuck out and we wouldn't even see it. How insane is that? I don't know, I think that's crazy.
Here, as you can see, the carbon dioxide absorption matches the absorption.
Yo, that wasn't to scare anybody. Like, I mean, it's not that scary to say something like that, right? Because you'd be dead before you even knew you were dying. It's like dying in your sleep. Everybody wants to go like that. I mean, most people want to go like that. Except that one guy who was like, I committed this crime. I want to be killed by firing squad. I was like, Jesus Christ. I think he was in Alaska or some shit. I was like, my brother, you don't, what are you proving? No, you're a piece of shit. We can't give you the honor. You can't go out with honor. I'm sorry. Even if it was just like, yo, that's cold. That's dope. Yeah, let's do that for you. At the end of it, it'd be like, yo, you still a bitch. Bang. You have to. He has to. I'm sorry, my man, you in jail because you kill people. We can't We can't be giving you no respect.
Here, as you can see, the carbon dioxide absorption matches the absorption produced in the lab, which is, of course, how we know what seems to be there. And well, for the most part, both Titan and Pluto so far had absorption spectra that were not particularly mysterious. Here we actually have several separate studies, essentially confirming a lot of methane, quite a lot of nitrogen, and even things like carbon monoxide once again. And though at first Titan and Pluto might not actually seem alike, turns out they do have quite a lot of similarities. And so even though Pluto is a frozen dwarf planet in the Kuiper Belt, 40 astronomical units away from the Sun, and even though its atmosphere is very thin, actually approximately 15,000 times.
If you're not aware of what an astronomical unit is, an astronomical unit, or an AU, is the distance from the Earth to the Sun. And that is how scientists measure things in space, because to use miles wouldn't work. There's too many miles between these things. So you'd have ridiculous numbers, billions and trillions of miles. Light years wouldn't work because we don't have a reference for that. We don't know, like we know what a year is, but we don't know how much light travels in a year. That doesn't make any sense. And so in AU, while we don't know exactly what the distance, we know the mileage from Earth to the Sun, right? And so we can start from there. And then we can, in our head, we can visualize the distance from the Earth to the Sun. And then from that being the base measurement, we measure everything else. So we say that the Sun, you can fit 1 million Earths in the Sun. The Sun is 1 AU away from Earth. The Mars is 2/3 of an AU away from the Sun. This planet is 4 AUs away, and so it allows you to stop using these ridiculous numbers like 42 trillion miles. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I know that 4 AUs is just visualizing the distance from Earth to the Sun 4 times. And so it gives you a place for you to have a point of reference to measure space. So if you hear AU or astronomical unit, that's what it is.
Times thinner than Titan's, whereas Titan's atmosphere is even denser than the atmosphere of Earth, with Titan even containing liquids on the surface. So here we're talking about rivers and lakes. Despite of this, they actually do have a lot of similarity in terms of chemical composition. And specifically, the chemistry of their atmospheres is remarkably similar. For both of these worlds, the atmosphere is dominated by nitrogen and methane, although the atmosphere of Titan is a little bit more complex. But because of this nitrogen and methane, both objects also experience something else that many other planets and moons do not experience. Here, when sunlight hits a lot of these gases, it actually triggers very complex chemical reactions that then generate very specific organic haze. Haze that's a lot more pronounced on Titan compared to Pluto. But importantly, a lot of this haze eventually starts to freeze and basically snows down onto the surface of each of these worlds.
Isn't it weird how these other planets have methane, carbon dioxide, and all these other gases on them? But for some reason, without an atmosphere, oxygen escapes. I want to find out why. I know oxygen isn't as light as the other ones, but I wonder if that's the only thing keeping it from sticking around. Because at the end of the day, it may be heavier. I mean, they may be heavier gases, but they're all still gases. And without an atmosphere, I just don't understand how they're able to stick to the planet moving at the speed they're moving around space. I want to look into it and see what the hell that's about.
Worlds.
Or reach out to
Titan, some
Neil.
of the recent studies suggested that this organic snow could be anywhere between several centimeters to even 1 meter in thickness, actually forming this very, very fluffy and somewhat soft blanket of snow on top of the water ice crust. In other words, I guess in some sense Titan might resemble a massive snow world in certain locations. And something very similar potentially happens on Pluto, but to a much lesser extent. And so here, this shared chemistry is likely why we seem to see the same mystery compound on both surfaces. In other words, the atmospheric chemistry that seems to happen on both Titan and Pluto seems to result in this compound we've never seen before. But what makes this even more interesting is how this substance potentially looks on each of these worlds. And that's because the observations from Titan suggest that this absorption feature seems to be relatively narrow, whereas on Pluto the same feature is about 3 times wider, which I guess raises the question of, so what's happening here? What does this difference mean, and what does it show us? Well, the best explanation right now suggests that this is very likely due to the physical state of the compound. And so, for example, on Pluto, since the surface is exposed to a lot more cosmic rays and cosmic radiation, mostly because the atmosphere is extremely thin, this radiation then breaks the chemical bonds apart and messes with the molecular structure, very likely broadening the spectral signature and thus changing the overall composition. Although alternatively, it could also be the actual size of the grain, or basically the snow that forms might be just different in size, and thus results in a slightly different thickness of the absorption. Lastly, this could also be the result of mixture with something else on the surface,
my 2 hours.
which then
I'm out of here.
produces a compound that's a little bit...
Just in case it's not hearing. I'm out of here. I'll be on tomorrow. I'm going to try and do 2 lives a day. One earlier in the day around 3 or 4, and then one later in the day around 8. See how it works out. But to everybody who stopped by, I appreciate you guys turning that 0 into a 1 and hanging out. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.